Welcome. I'm happy you've joined us today. I'm Devin Stone, and I'll be moderating our webinar. I am a partner and co-owner in Construction Programs and Results. Before we get started, I want to let you know that if you have a question or a comment to make, please send it to me using the questions option on your controls. We'll have time for questions at the end, and if there's something you want me to say to Brian during the presentation, let me know, and I'll interject it if possible. I am a co-owner of Construction Programs and Results. My partner, Michael Stone, is the author of the books Markup and Profit, A Contractor's Guide Revisited, and Profitable Sales, A Contractor's Guide. Say hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Michael and I work with construction-related businesses across the United States, Canada, and many other countries, helping them build successful businesses. We have a great deal of respect for those who are in the construction industry who are using their skills and abilities to help others have beautiful and functional homes and buildings to live and work in. They are hardworking people doing their best to provide a much-needed service. Unfortunately, not everyone respects the construction industry. They see contractors as an easy place to make a quick buck. That's why we're concerned about the number of lead-generating companies that are lining up to take money from those business owners, contractors. It's not necessary. You don't need a lead-generating company if you have your own web presence. And it's not that difficult. Frankly, they're playing contractors for fools, and that's why we're hosting today's webinar. Our speaker is Brian Javelin, who shares our concern. And so I'll let Brian take it from here.
Thank you, Devin, and hello to all the contractors that are joining us today. And actually, for the one or two lead gen companies that are here as spies, I'm aware that you're here, and we will deal with you appropriately. But moving forward, I would like to introduce the problem that we're all facing, and it's a marketing problem. What is happening is with contractors in general, there's 4 key cycles between marketing, sales, your job, and getting paid. The problem is that the vast majority of contractors simply don't understand marketing, and they avoid it altogether. So they jump right into thinking like a salesperson. You get a lead, you answer the phone, you quickly want to run to somebody's house to give them an estimate, get the job, do the job, and get paid. The problem is the rectangle section over there with the marketing being blanked out is creating an opportunity where contractors are unknowingly supporting a multi-billion-dollar feeding frenzy for lead generation companies. And what we're here today to do is have you understand 2 things. One, it's a multi-billion-dollar opportunity that is only occurring because the vast majority of contractors are letting it happen. And number 2, what's happening is these people have learned about the marketing aspects, simple marketing aspects that you're simply not deploying. And what's happening is one after another group of companies is coming to the market, quickly entering, quickly allowing contractors to support their growth with free advertisements, free content. Then they go public. A few sets of people start getting tens of millions of dollars in stock. Then they start charging the contractor, and then the cycle hits again. That is becoming an epidemic. And also, from what I understand, Markup and Profit actually has representatives, or customers that are even expanding into that are in the European marketplace. So the names that we know of, such as Service Magic, Now Home Advisors, Angie's List, and the other multitude of guys that are raising not millions of dollars to sell you a lead, but tens of millions of dollars simply to sell you a lead. It's insanity. And now even eBay has started today, and I'm just announcing this especially for the European people listening online. eBay has now started their pet project out in Europe to start having a bidding war for contractors to pay for a lead. And when it makes it to America, it's yet going to be another Goliath taking over this market. So what we're going to do today is explain to you how you could take a step back, and in addition to becoming just a salesperson, it's easy for you to start building your marketing funnel. And the wonderful thing is, just like one of our, I'll call it lead gen friends out there, so I'll be diplomatic here, they like to always say reviews you could trust. Well, today you have a bunch of your fellow peers who are joining us to talk about what they've learned. They've been behind you by just a few months, And within 3, 6 months, and 9 months, they've changed their lives around to understand all of this and to start to get into the game to get the leads themselves. So those are the reviews that you can trust to make sure you understand you're capable of doing this on your own. Before we get diving into the actual website side, let's make sure you start to learn about or understand there is a complete difference between marketing and sales. Starting with sales, since the majority of you are hardwired to be a salesperson. Sales are everything to do with the short-term goal of pushing a lead. It's a one-to-one relationship where it's very simple. You have an opportunity and you're looking to persuade the customer to purchase your service and just generate sales. It's a very narrow, focused topic. But when it comes to marketing, everything is a long-term objective. And so you need to pull. It's more of a one-to-many where you're looking to get as many opportunities to come to your site for you to then identify the specific customer, create the service that's going to meet those needs, and then promote and advertise. From there, the focus is generating leads. But you have to cast a wide net when it comes to marketing. The problem is the lead gen companies are all implementing their 2 to 5 year plan, which is the marketing side of their life, while the contractor is only, unfortunately, most of the time short-sighted and only focusing in on the short-term goals. So they get hungry, they want a quick free lead, they want a cheap lead, and they quickly help build somebody else's model, which their plan is not to help the industry. Their plan is to go public, get tens of millions of dollars in stock and just go. We even have one friendly face that we all see all the time. This person has not made a nickel for the business, but every single month is selling no less than $50,000 and upwards of $100,000 of stock on contractors, all running around for specifically a testimonial. And they've never made money. So I know all you contractors, I know many of you that are online, we all work hard. Could you imagine never making a profit and taking out $50,000 or $100,000 a month just because other people are just giving you money? That's what's happening, and this group of people on the phones today are trying to convince you, stop the insanity and let it come back to you, directly to you, and don't pay. But before we go even further, I'd like to give a little bit of a further detail here. If you look at the focus, with SEO, general marketing is for generating leads. SEO is helping you generate quality leads. And the more quality leads you generate, you'll eventually generate better sales. And I'm going to leverage this because this particular portion of the presentation is something I do on a very consistent basis